Wherever you are this morning, afternoon, evening, sit back and Oscar shares some of his more significant times in his life. Please help me welcome Oscar Velasquez. The title is
Yeah.
What do these things have in common? What do these things have in common? Please welcome Oscar.
A sewing machine, a chili pepper, and a dachshund weenie dog. What do these things have in common? Fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests, life is full of momentous experiences, and some have the ability to transform, motivate, and inspire. I remember one vivid experience when I was 13. Think back when you were 13. For me, this was a period I was feeling so many changes coming over my body was changing, my voice was getting deeper, hair was growing in all sorts of places, pimples, girls, peer pressure, and wanting to belong. This was also the first time outside of my family that I met one of the pivotal persons in my life, my seventh grade homeroom teacher. One day she pulled me aside after homeroom had ended and said to me words that resonate to me to this very day. In a voice that was stern, yet genial, almost maternal, she said, "You can do anything you want in your life. Don't let anyone ever tell you you cannot do anything." These words were seared into my 13-year-old psyche. It became my mantra that I carry to this very day. Fast forward 12 years. I'm 25. I'm a high school grad with some junior college, and I've recently been honorably discharged from the military. My mantra that you can do anything has served me well so far. So I decided I'm going to follow my parents' footsteps and go into the rag business. That's what we used to call it, garment contractors. The next few years are challenging times, wonderful times. I learned how to sew, how to make patterns, how to design. Within a few years, I had about 30 employees from all walks of life, and notably from all parts of the world. I especially remember the meals that my employees would bring for their lunch breaks. Ethnic foods from Latin America, Asia, and Europe. The smells that would emanate from the common kitchen were wonderful, filling the senses. It took me back to the meals from my childhood. Lots of spices and sauces and soups made traditionally from scratch. It was about this time in my life that I started to develop a taste for spicy hot foods. I was always adding some store-bought or homemade salsa to my meals, augmented every now and then with a raw jalapeno or serrano chili. Fast forward 20 years now. My mantra has served me well. I'm in my mid-40s. I have met the woman that has convinced me that giving up being a bachelor is a pretty good thing. We get along, we do fun things, we share things in common. I taught her how to sew. She teaches me how to cook. We both share a love for animals. We decided to move in together. Everything that I own can fit into a small one-room apartment. What she has requires just a little bit more. No matter, we found a nice house. My work schedule now, being more flexible than hers, allows me to indulge in what I have learned to enjoy, cooking. When I cook, or for that matter, do anything around the house, keeping me company is a small pet dog, a dachshund weenie, that for fun I named him Zeus. I soon found out that this particular breed of dogs has the attitude and temperament that fit his name perfectly. I've always liked dogs, but this is the first time I've had to take care of one. Since that first pet companion, I have been blessed with another 3 and counting. I have purposely passed by many of my other stops in my life. My military service in the US Navy as an air traffic controller, my travels abroad, education, mentorship, volunteering, the list goes on. Time restraints don't allow me to elaborate all of my life's influential times. Those I will leave for another talk. What you do see in front of you is a man who has a passion for his work. And it all started from that sewing machine, where I learned my craft that I still enjoy today. You see a man who loves to cook, where preparing and presenting the meal is just as satisfying as enjoying it. And a man who has for animals, because I believe that if you're kind to animals, it's only natural that you will treat human beings the same or better. And I still believe in my mantra that you can do anything without any glitches. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Oscar, thank you very much for taking us on this journey with you. When you were speaking, for my part, it was as if I was on this journey with you. And I liked the way you kept on repeating the mantra you learned. You can do anything in your life from the age 14 to up till now. That was really good. Both of us have something in common, sewing. And I would love to see some of your patterns because I do that. You did very well. The spoken language was very clear and your vocal variety was good. So we were able to understand when your voice changed from who you were to the next age of person. Your eye contact was good. The best thing you did, you removed your glasses so we can see you clearly, to see in your eyes what you were saying, because your eyes also convey the thing. We're not there in person to be able to see you clearly. So that was really good. You used gestures at the right time and everyone was aware of what you were saying. You're really comfortable in front of the audience. And also as a distinguished Toastmaster, the level you've gone through to now, you're really comfortable with your audience. You fully engaged us. For me, I was really there with you each step of the way, which was really good. What can I say that you can, to challenge yourself next time on? Probably if you move a little bit further in the video to see a little bit more of you, that would have helped. But it depends also on your height and where you're sitting, your camera position, because I think that one would have helped. Since we're going to be on this virtual world through the end of this year, I don't think we're going out of it. But overall, your speech was really good and I was there with you. And even though some of us are new on this platform, we've come to know a little bit about you. And once you and I have connected on that sewing platform, I think we're going to be good friends. Thank you for your speech and look forward to the rest of the other speeches. Thank you.
Thank